Hello, my name is Chloe. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm bringing to you my July TBR. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you have watched my June TBR and my holiday TBR, you may notice I'm wearing the same outfit and I've just shuffled in position a little bit. Going away on holiday is such a lovely thing, obviously, and I'm very grateful that I can do it, but it does mean a lot of my content is going to be pre-scheduled and pre-filmed and bulk filmed, and yeah, it makes filming content and the whole experience a little bit weirder for me. So I hope you don't mind that this is clearly filmed on the same day. I'm going to be talking you through today the 5 books that I have planned for July. I only had a TBR of 4 books back in June, then had a 6-book TBR for going away on holiday, and then I have 5 books to read in the last 3 weeks of July. I don't get home until the 8th of July, and then I have one of the weekends coming up there where I'm having a friend come and visit, and I also leave my job and start my new job. So it's going to be a bit of a busy month, and I didn't want to give myself a crazy TBR. So let's just get stuck right in. The first book I need to read is the Chloe's Crime Scene Corner pick, and that is Night Chills by Dean Koontz. I love this like little tiny mass market paperback, but they're also horrifying to read because the font is so small, but hopefully it all works out quite well. I have talked about this in the Chloe's Crime Scene Corner announcement, but just in case you missed that, I will read the blurb for you here. So it says, Glenn drove the Land Rover into a stone wall at over 100 miles per hour. Alice stuck a meat fork through her hand and pinned it to the chopping board. Brenda took off all her clothes. She did whatever she was told. They were compelled by a fear too great to be remembered, enslaved by a power no man should ever wield. So we're looking at how long? Just under 350 pages of a horror. I have never read a Dean Koontz before. I don't know what to expect, but this also might be quite a good book to have in my bag every now and again because it is tiny, and might be a quick one to pick up little bits and bobs of. But yeah, this is the Chloe's Crime Scene Corner pick for the month. We then have the Trash for Mass book for the month, which is Tower of Dawn by Sarah J. Maas. This one is obviously another chunker. We're talking best part of 700 pages, which is just heavy. This is book number 6 in the series, and it's the 7th one we're doing for the read along because we also did the prequel novellas, and I will link the playlist so you can see everything we've done for Trash for Mass so far down below. I know that there is a tandem read where you can read Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn at the same time and kind of dip between the chapters, but I don't feel like that level of commitment in reading is for me. I'd rather just read the book as it is. I don't know. I feel like if you have to mix it up a little bit, maybe it's not written that well. I don't know, could be a bad thought. Well, I've just read like 4 words of the blurb. I haven't read Empire of Storms yet, and I have no idea what's being said here. So I can't really tell you much about this one. We then have a buddy read I am doing in July with the lovely Emily from Emily Kathleen Reads. We're going to be reading Masters of Death by Olivia Blake. This looks huge, but it is, oh no, it's like 400 pages. Okay. I don't know a hell of a lot about this, apart from the fact this edition is absolutely stunning. It's giving me vibes of Addie LaRue. It says, when Viola Marek, when this person, a real estate agent and vampire, discovers the house she's trying to sell is haunted, she enlists the help of a medium to exorcise the ghost. But unbeknownst to her, Fox Demora is a fraud, despite being the godson of death. As they are drawn into a quest that neither wants nor expects, they'll need the help of a demonic personal trainer, a sharp-voiced angel, and a love-stricken reaper to navigate the intricacies of life, death, and everything in between. As it transpires, the difference between a mysterious lost love and a dead body isn't nearly as distinct as you'd hope. Absolutely no idea, but me and Emily are going to experience this together. We then have the Patreon buddy read for the month, so everybody in the top 2 tiers of my Patreon gets to vote on a book they would like to read from my unread TBR. And the book they have picked for July is Not My Type by Evie Mitchell. This is apparently a very filthy romance with disability representation. This is about Frankie, and it says, when you say you're a sexologist, people imagine Marilyn Monroe. They don't expect a woman who uses a wheelchair. As the host of the All Access podcast, I'm breaking barriers, crushing stigmas, and creating sexual connections that are fulfilling for my fans. I'm like a Cupid, but with pink hair and fewer diapers. Only I've hit a snag. A lovely listener wants some advice about accessible rope play, and I'm drawing a big fat blank, which leaves me with no option but to get out there and give it a go, which is how I meet Jay Wood, rigger, carpenter, and all-around hottie. I feel like that's all we need to read there. There are ropes involved. And me and the patrons are going to be reading this in July. I feel like this is going to be a very easy time. And last but by no means least, we have the Patreon TBR jar, which is again at the top 2 tiers of my Patreon. Get to put one book from my physical TBR into the jar that's actually a mug, and I will pick a book out every month and hope to read it in that month. So the book that we have this month is this one, which is, I'm terrified after last month's shenanigans. Okay, this is Kendra's pick, which is Reckless. And I don't really know what to do about this one because, yeah, this is Reckless by Elsie Silver. It's in the series. I have read Flawless. I don't know which one Reckless is. It's the 4th one. Okay, because I'm not around for that long, I can't really commit to reading all of, wait, no, not all of these. One of these is not it. Powerless, maybe? Hopeless, Heartless? What's the order? Flawless, Heartless, Powerless, Reckless. I can't really commit to reading all of these in the month just to get to Reckless, but what I'm gonna do is put them all on my TBR. Oh God, this is a big commitment. Why have you done this to me, Kendra? These are all companion novels, so you can read them out of order, but I don't want any like silly little spoilers to happen. So I think all 3 of these are on my TBR now to get up to speed with Reckless, and then I'll just keep them revolving on my TBR until I hit Reckless. This is not what I expected. If you don't know, the first book, Flawless, is about a woman who is assigned to basically babysit a bull rider because her dad is head of the PA company. So it's a romance between like a country girl and a bull rider. It's everything I wanted. And these 3 are following the same group of friends romance. So Heartless, we are following Cade, who is 13 years older than me and barely looks my way until I get him in the hot tub for a game of truth or dare. Powerless is about Jasper Gervais. I've been living in the friend zone for years now. To Jasper's fans, he's just the hockey heartthrob on TV. But to me, he's still the lost boy with sad eyes and a heart of gold. And then Reckless, which is actually the pick, is Theo Silver, rowdy bull rider, notorious ladies man, scorching hot trouble wrapped up in a drawer-worthy package. And I remember Theo from book 1. So these are all on my TBR. Thank you, Kendra, for majorly screwing me over, but with some good romances. And I think I'm gonna want to be in the cowboy romance era after I get back from America. So me saying it was gonna be a small TBR, it kind of still is. It kind of still is. This is doable, right? If you have any feelings, thoughts on any of these books, then please do let me know down in the comments. I would love to chat to you about them. But for now, that's all I have time for. So thank you very, very much for watching this video. I really do hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.